Alright, welcome to episode 30 and the season finale of season 2. In this final episode, we have 2 games to play. The final game of the Premier League, which is Burnley at home, and then the Europa League Final against Manchester United. So if we look at the table, we can finish anywhere from 9th to 6th, depending on how these games end up. I know that Manchester United is facing Tottenham, so if they happen to lose and we win our game, then we would leapfrog them. But I'm pretty sure Wolves is playing Watford and Everton is playing Norwich, so those are much easier games for those teams. But like I said in the last episode, our league position does not matter that much. We're already qualified for the Europa League next season, but I am going to play this last game since it is the final game of the Premier League. Alright, so final game against Burnley. Let's see where we end up.
Hello again, everyone. Welcome to St Mary's Stadium, the home of Southampton Football Club, and they take on Burnley.
Alright, let's see what we can do. I'm almost treating this game as a warm-up game for the Europa League Final. I did not want to just jump straight into that without playing a warm-up game first. And this is pretty much that. We should be able to take care of Burnley at home. Højbjerg with a shot outside the box. That is a very good shot to start off the game. Pretty good save by their keeper. There's a good ball through, and Vestergaard is not very quick, so I don't know if he's going to catch up to him. But, not sure who that is, but he dribbles it right into Karius' hands. Tyztir looks like he has a good amount of room into De La Vega. He's not going to be able to get the shot off, and that's also going to be a goal kick. Valerie should be able to get to that. And he wins the ball expertly. De La Vega again is in a lot of space. Into Aranguiz. And that is the first goal of the game. I think De La Vega has 7 assists this season, so add this one to it, 8. It's a very good layoff, and Aranguiz with a very good finish. Joe Hart has no chance saving that at all. And that is a good start to the game for us. Good ball to Gineppo. Should be able to get past his man. He does. Looking for some support. Oh, De La Vega with a curling shot. Goes over the bar. Looks like it would have been just wide. He's actually in. I thought that was offside. I completely thought that was offside. I was looking at the flag. I was looking at the referee to put his flag up. I have to see this again. He must have been barely onside. Oh, okay. I see it. I think Srirachi kept him onside at the end. But you know what caused that? Vestergaard. He's so slow. He has like 30 pace. He's such a liability at the back. He's a really good defender one-on-one. But if anything pace related, he just gets beat every single time. See if we can try to get this goal back. Cheats a decent turn into Gineppo. Oh, I'm not sure what that was from James Ward-Prowse. He gets a good opportunity for a header and he heads it like a pass to De La Vega when De La Vega's not even there. I'm gonna find some kind of opening. I have Srirachi out on the edge. Decent cross, but doesn't get to the player I wanted to. Into Aranguiz, who scored the first goal. Such a good spot to score his second. but it goes wide. Looks like we'll get one more attack maybe. Try to get to Rashica, but cannot. So we are going into the half at 1-1. So at the halftime, I brought on Danzo for Vestergaard because his pace gives me a headache, honestly. It's a good looking cross. Karius gets a hand to it. Still defending, but Valerie cuts it out. That's not a very good pass. Right back to their winger. Ball in again. And it's put just wide by J. Rodriguez. Good save by Karius. My defense is looking quite shaky right now. You're letting in a lot of very dangerous passes. Ball in by Ashley Westwood. Cleared. We should be on that. See if I can get it to Gineppo. I will take the throw in. Ball out to De La Vega. What we can do here. Don't really like that angle. Gets around his defender very well, but the shot not quite good enough. Alright, I'm going to bring on Redmond for Ward-Prowse, and then Ings for Rashica, and I guess Romeu for Højbjerg. Actually, no, because I substituted Danzo. So, those two subs. Try and get this final go-ahead goal. And also attempt, try not to concede. That is not a good ball. Good save by Karius. I thought that was a for sure goal. That'll be over the bar. Good ball to Gineppo. Trying to find an angle to get a shot away. Just cannot find an angle to get a shot.
Patiently passing the ball around, trying to make a chance. Swung into the box.
That is chipped in. That is going to be offside. Not much time left to get this final goal. And what kind of pass is that by Bednarek? I am confused on what the hell that was. That might have been the worst pass I have ever seen in FIFA. They score off this, I will be very upset. Alright, at least they don't. But now it looks like we're not going to get a chance. So you flip that in. Danzo gets onto that. I want one last attack. To Ings. Tries to get the ball out to De La Vega, but just cannot. And that's how the season ends, with a 1-1 draw. Now after that, I'm pretty sure we're going to finish 9th. But we will have to see the other results. So we do finish the season in 9th, 4 spots lower than we did last season. But we do get Europa League football next year, for sure, at least. So that makes up for a lackluster Premier League season. Manchester City comes out with the title with a 6-point lead on Liverpool, then Spurs and Chelsea get into the top 4 with Arsenal finishing in 5th. And the 3 teams that are relegated are Burnley, West Brom, and Leeds. In terms of top scorers, Mohamed Salah leads the league with 25 goals, followed by Sterling and Aguero with 22 and 21. So for assists, is that Bernardo Silva or David Silva? I think it's Bernardo, with 26 assists for the season, with Christian Eriksen right behind him with 17. Our prize money from the Premier League is $144 million, but now it is on for the big game. So it is time for the Europa League Final against Manchester United. This is by far the biggest game of the series. If we are able to win this, that means we'll have Champions League football in the 3rd season. And that would be pretty insane considering where we finished in the Premier League. But we've had a very good Europa League run. And this would be the icing on the cake for the entire season. This is going to be a very, very tough game. It looks like the game is going to be played at the Emirates Stadium. So let's see what the boys can do.
Two teams ready, they hope, to clear the final hurdle, the final Europa League hurdle, and the atmosphere is building up already. Stay tuned, we'll have all the action for you live on EA TV. And the big night has arrived. Millions of viewers from around the world are tuning in for the UEFA Europa League Final. My name is Derek Ray, the former Arsenal defender Lee Dixon, and with the atmosphere building to fever pitch. Get any better? Well, it does if you're in the final. Make sure you win if you get.
All right, here we go. I am quite nervous, to be honest. I am not going to pull any cheating or anything. Like if I lose, I'll replay the game. Whatever happens to this game is going to be the result. That makes this very nerve-wracking. I'm not sure how United are going to play. If they're going to press or if they're going to play a little bit more conservative. An early goal would be the best thing in the world for us. Good ball out. I see Ward-Prowse in the middle. Alright, I need to be patient with the ball. Just look for that opening. Wasn't that patient there? Alright, it seems like Manchester United is not going to go crazy with the pressing. But they are being a little bit aggressive. Oh, I could have had a shot there with Ward-Prowse. I could have. I'm not really seeing any really new names in their lineup. It looks like they're pretty much the Manchester United you would currently expect. Ball out on the wing. This is not looking good. But Karius gets the ball there. We were looking shaky for a second. Good ball out to Fraser. Can someone get on the end of that? Nope, they cannot. Looked like there was room for someone. Good tackle by Højbjerg. Very good footwork by Che Adams. It out to Valerie. Another cross in. Oh, that's a terrible pass. But they repeat that pass. Let's get it out to Fraser. In toward Prowse. Can I get it back to Fraser? Oh, he goes a weak shot. Or he goes a finesse shot with his weak foot. I should have just went for power there. Terrible pass by McTominay. Oh, I don't want to go for the volley. Maybe I should have. I thought he was going to go for like a header right there. I did not think a header would have worked there. I thought maybe he can chest the ball down or something. Ward-Prowse outside the box. And that is wide. It was well hit. Closing in on halftime. We've had some decent chances. We just cannot put one away. Greenwood is able to chest that down. Ball into Juan Mata. But our defense is able to steal the ball. Looks like that might be halftime. And it is. So, 0-0 at halftime. We've had some very, very good chances. We just need to put one away. Just start with one. That is deflected towards Rashica. That was actually a really good deflection. Good ball into Adams. Can't really find the pass I'm looking for. I'll find it there into Adams. Good turn. Goes for a shot and it's off the post. But he's still alive. Oh, and Adams could have turned there, but he's tackled. Another really good chance. Just cannot find the finish. That is a good ball through to Juan Mata, but it is tackled by Nkalu. Into McTominay, but Karius gets a hand to it. Just gonna clear this. Oh, that was a very, very good chance. All right, he's just running through my defense, gets the ball in. Klosterman clears that very well. We're gonna long throw it. Frazier steals it. Let's get the ball out. Let's have an attack of our own. That is the worst run by Rashica. Why would he run narrow? Ball is tackled. That's gonna be a foul. 73rd minute. I think it's time for Gineppo to come on for Rashica. I think I need that little bit more of freshness. This is a dangerous spot. Lofted in. On target, but Karius makes the save. Ball out to Frazier, but their defender is with him. Ward-Prowse blocked off by Harry Maguire, and that is not to him, but Aranguiz steals that very well. Into Ward-Prowse. Can he turn? Can he get the shot away? It's saved. That was such a good spot. We just cannot put one of these away. 84 minutes. I do not want to go into extra time, but I don't want to give up a goal this late either. Good tackle by Klosterman. Oh, that is a good through ball. Nkalu clears it. 88th minute. This is so stressful. Ball in to McTominay and saved by Karius. 90 minutes. 2 minutes of extra time. Can we get one final attack in? Oh, Adams can't get that ball. And full time ends 0-0. We're going into extra time. I do not know what changes to make. I don't think I can take Frazier off just yet for De La Vega. So I think I'm going to have to wait. Valerie looks kind of tired. Oh, I think we're just going to have to go with what we got for now, maybe until the second half of extra time. This has been a very, very stressful game. This is like the third final where... Actually, the second final we're going in extra time. Good steal by Adams. I read that pass. Ball out to Gineppo. He's got fresh legs. Oh, Ward-Prowse, I believe, cannot get the shot away after being in a very good position. Good steal by Højbjerg. Maybe they're tired. That'd be very good for us. That's not a good pass though. Good steal by Fraser. We need to capitalize on this terrible passing by them. Into Adams. Can he finish it? It takes so long to shoot. And gives De Gea time to recuperate. Oh, that is beautiful. That was beautiful. Oh, and that is the goal we needed in extra time of the first half of extra time. Clinical finish by Adams. Clinical. Right under De Gea. That passing was beautiful. Very good time to score. We've definitely started this extra time a lot better than they have. And that's going to be the first half of extra time. 15 more minutes. All we have to do is defend or score another. Whew. All right, I think Fraser off for De La Vega. Do I take Valerie off for Sriracha? Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna bring on Sriracha and switch Klosterman with him. I think I have one more sub actually too, huh? I think I have one more sub. But maybe I'll use that later on. Start this second half of extra time. All we need to do is defend and not make any mistakes. And this Europa League final will be ours. Good ball out to De La Vega, who's got fresh legs. I need my subs to make an impact. There's a good ball in toward Prowse. At the near post, and it's wide. They closed down the angle pretty good there. It was a good opportunity. But their defense took away that angle pretty well as well. Martial is on the wing. He seems pretty fresh. And Kalu with a very important tackle. De La Vega, I need you to sprint. You just came on. You should not be jogging. In to Ward-Prowse. Oh, I tried to go with a shot with him. I should have passed it off. Oh, good header by Bednarik, but we still can't win it. Oh, good. No, no way, that's a foul. No way, that's a foul by Aranguiz. That was so clean. Just 2 minutes left. Just get this out. Please get it out. Oh, what a deflection. As I almost just gave them a goal right there. What a deflection that was. That was going into the goal. 2 minutes. Just keep the ball. That is all we need to do. Just keep the ball. And we've actually done it. Southampton has won the Europa League. The little Premier League team Southampton takes down Manchester United in the Europa League final. And that means we have Champions League football next season. That is crazy. Man, what a goal by Shea Adams. Shea Adams, the man that we almost sold in January, ends up being pretty much the most important player of the second half of the season, taking over Ings' starting spot, and gets a goal in the Europa League Final. And James Ward-Prowse gets to lift the Europa League trophy. What a season this has been. In the Premier League, not very good at all. But we won the Carabao Cup. We got to the FA Cup semifinals. And now we win the Europa League final. I feel like we've definitely made up for our Premier League form in other competitions. And a team that finished 9th is going to be playing Champions League next year. So that is very funny. But I can see this team being a Champions League team. I mean, my whole starting 11 is 80 overall at least. Frazier's probably going to go up to an 85 plus. Rashica's probably going to be 83, 84. But what a season, what a final game. This is by far the most stressful game I've played in very long. Again, they only had 2 shots on target. We had 6. But we come out on top. Take a screenshot of that. Your Europa League champions, Southampton, beating Manchester United 1-0. That is a sight to see. Man, there's no fear stronger in FIFA than playing against Ultimate. Because when they get the ball, they can just pass and dribble through you whenever they want, it seems like. There were so many chances Manchester United had in the second half and even in extra time that were so close to being a goal. On Legendary, I just don't feel that same threat by the CPU, even with sliders. I mean, some games are really tough on Legendary with sliders, but I must say, even though Ultimate, I may lose some games 5-0, I feel like the majority of them are like the one I just played. They're competitive, the CPU feels dangerous on the ball. When it's challenging and it's more realistic to me, that's when it's also more fun. Like Southampton finishing 9th, that's pretty realistic. I mean, we finished 6th last season, but we're only 4 points off 6th, so it's a pretty consistent league campaign if you think about it. Maybe it's unrealistic for us to win the Europa League, but if you look at our team, this is not a bad team at all. And when we do a 3rd season, maybe we can make that jump and have a good Premier League season where we finish in like the top 5, top 4. But we will have to see. Let's do a little bit of a roundup. So I simulated ahead a tiny bit and we got actually offered the job at Arsenal, which actually that's good to see in career mode. That's pretty realistic. I mean, 2 very good seasons with Southampton where we win the Europa League. You'd imagine bigger teams would be looking at us for a management job. But let's see how the other competitions ended up. So Manchester City won, like I said. In the FA Cup, Newcastle beat Peterborough 3-0. Unfortunately, Peterborough couldn't finish off the dream run in the FA Cup. Carabao Cup, we won on penalties against Leicester. Super Cup, City won against Milan. In the Champions League, PSG wins 3-1 versus Barcelona. So PSG finally get a reward for all the money they've spent over the years. And then us in the Europa League, taking down Manchester United. So in the championship, it looks like Brighton and Crystal Palace will be coming up. And then I think it's 3 to 7 who play the playoffs, I think. I could be wrong. But some former Premier League teams returning. In League 1, PSG go undefeated. Not a surprise there. Bundesliga, Bayern win by 9 points. In Serie A, Inter Milan actually win. They won by 1 point on Juventus, so that was a very competitive Serie A season. And finally in La Liga, Real Madrid win by 4 points over Atletico Madrid and Barcelona. Let's do a final roundup on the squad. Let's look at stats this season. So Ings and Ward-Prowse were our joint top goal scorers. And man, if you consider the season they had last, I can't actually remember quite how many goals they scored, but it was a lot more than this. Ings was for sure in the 20s, maybe up to even 25. I was hoping dynamic potential would maybe help Ings progress a little more this season, but it doesn't look like that's quite what has happened. James Ward-Prowse, a very good season in the midfield with 14 goals and 14 assists. Jay Adams scoring 13 goals after not getting a lot of opportunity in the first half of the season is quite a feat by him. He's pretty much turned into our #1 striker at the moment. Gineppo coming off the bench and playing for the second team with 10 goals. Frazier, I mean, this season could have been better, but 10 goals isn't that bad. Redmond with 7 goals in only 26 games. De La Vega with 5 goals. And he's actually grown to 81. Let's see growth. Let's see who's grown the most on our team. So De La Vega has grown the most. He's gone from a 74 to an 81. I think I've only been training him on one drill the whole season. That is quite an improvement at only 20 years old. 81 overall. That is pretty good. Joel Bennett, who is from our youth academy, has gone from 62 to 66. He's looking pretty decent, only 19. Gineppo has gone from a 77 to an 81. Valerie has gone from a 76 to 80. Dominic Evans, another youth academy player, gone up by 3. Obafemi, who was on loan at Stoke, goes up by 3. Jay Adams from a 78 to an 80. He has pretty good stats. He's very quick, and he has 86 finishing, but I only think the bad thing is his passing. His short passing is 75 and his long pass is 73, so that's definitely his only downside. Hugo Willems, another youth academy prospect out on loan, is up to a 65. Redmond gone up to. Frazier's gone up to. Klosterman up to. Karius even up to. You know, Karius had some shaky moments in the beginning of the season, but I feel like he had a strong second half, especially coming down to the end. He made some very good saves in these Europa League games. I'm pretty happy with his growth. Vestergaard 79 to an 80. That pace is definitely his downside. 39 sprint speed and 35 acceleration. In the modern game, that is just way too slow, especially in FIFA. Danzo up by 1, Bednarek up by 1, Bentleb, Ward-Prowse, Lamina, Hoiberg all up by 1. So now comes to the topic of season 3. So I'm not ending the series here, but what I'm going to do is that for the next career mode, we're going to start a new team, preferably a top team. I want to see what we can do with like a top team, like for example, Dortmund, Bayern, Barcelona, Real Madrid. I'm going to upload a video hopefully soon that talks about possible teams that we can do, and I'll ask for your guys' feedback on that. But after whatever team we do next, maybe then we could possibly come back and do a season 3 for Southampton. But I mean, worst case scenario, I don't touch this series until the next FIFA comes out. No matter what, even if that happens, I'll do one video where we simulate this series like 5 years into the future and see where these players end up and see where Southampton is after 5 years after winning the Europa League. But I do want to play a season 3 because I really like this team. To me, this team is pretty realistic, and that's what I like most about career mode, making realistic saves. And this one has been a lot of fun, and I appreciate all of you who have watched and continued to watch this series through all of its 30 episodes. It has meant a lot to me, and I just want to thank you all for sticking with me. I'm looking forward to the next team we use in career mode. Even if we use a big team, I still want to keep it realistic. So that's going to be the center of any career mode we do on this channel. It's going to be realistic centered, because that's how I have the most fun with it. If we just go out and buy all the best players and win every single game, it's just not as fun for me. And I don't think it's that fun to watch. So that's just how I feel about it. But that video where we talk about possible next teams will hopefully come out soon. And until then, I will see you guys later. If you guys enjoyed this series, this finale, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Definitely helps me out. But until then, I will see all of you guys later, and I hope you all have a great day.